In this video I'm gonna troubleshoot this stereo. Issue is it doesn't get any power. Before I purchased the vehicle, dealer told me he checked fuse in the back and somewhere else. It didn't help, and he also replaced the screen and it also didn't help. So more than likely radio is bad, but I'm gonna check and confirm that power is actually going to it. I know the best way is to use pry bar, plastic pry bar to take this stuff out. I'll try to just use my hands, especially since it was removed recently. Now other piece we're gonna remove is climate control unit, and for this one I think I'll need some kind of plastic pry bar to put it in there. Found this piece. Let's see if this is gonna work. And yes, it did. Gonna use T20 Torx bit to remove one screw here and one here. Now I'm gonna lower this one and this one. And I think the unit should come out now. Gonna remove this one right here. Now I'm gonna remove this main connector, put those two plastic tabs together, and now take it out. Like this. And it's out. I'm gonna look at the fuse, and it does look good. Chances are pretty much zero, but I'm gonna put another fuse just in case that one somehow faulty and I can't see it. And still nothing. I connected power probe to the battery. Now I'm gonna check if this connector gets power. 2.5 volt, 13.3 volts, 10 volts, ground, 12 volts as well, 11.4. So I bought a new used player. This one came off 2013 ML350 with only 20,000 miles. Obviously this one's on 2014 with 131,000 miles, and as you can see it's dirty. This one looks very clean. So what I'm gonna do now is remove all those connectors, plug in the new used one, and hopefully it will work with no issues, but I'm kind of skeptical. I'm sure there'll be some issues programming, but we'll see when we get there. So this unit out. Let's try to connect the other one. So in the back everything is connected except the main power one. And obviously except this one that goes for hazard light, heated seats and all that stuff. Now we'll connect the power one. Now in the back everything's connected. I'm gonna insert the radio and connect last one over here. I do hear the radio working already. Now I'm gonna start the car and see what's gonna happen here. So it's definitely working, but as I expected, anti-theft protection activated. So I'm gonna need to find a fix for that. So a couple things. Pin for theft protection is wrong, and communication with control unit malfunction for camera. We'll see if that's related to the first one. I'm curious to see if this machine can figure this out. Well, after spending a couple hours doing research on a pin number and other issues, it looks like it's pretty tough. Still waiting on finding the pin number. Ordered some software, hardware from a Chinese website to program new one. Meanwhile, there is another thing we could try. there is a hard disk right here, so I'm gonna try to remove from old one and put it in a new one. So now I'm gonna try to put this in the other one. Well, that's definitely not gonna work. I just had another idea. I'm gonna try to take apart this enclosure. All 4 bolts are out. And here just a regular small hard drive. And looks like this part just comes off like this. So now I'm gonna take off the other one and see if I can switch them. Same thing, I'm gonna remove 4 screws here, 2 on each side. Okay, let's see what's in this one. Okay, so that's what it is. This one is IDE, other one is SATA, I think. Alright, little update. I did some research. Turns out the new used stereo that had this one, it's IDE hard drive, and the one that's in my old one is SATA hard drive, and this one SATA is 100 gigabyte size. So apparently what I had is 4.7 version, and the one I bought is 4.5. Now my understanding is there's a good chance I'd still be able to get 4.5 to work, but since I have 4.7, which is supposedly faster, has more storage, I'd rather use this broken one. I just have to find a way to fix it. So my current plan is to find a place, send it for repair, see what they say, what quote they'll give me. Also, since the new used one has really perfect looking panel, I'm gonna try to remove this piece, replace it with the other one. But I'll probably do it later because I don't know yet if this unit can be fixed or not. So what I'm gonna do is take all connectors out of this unit. I'm gonna try to open this cover. Obviously I know power is not working here, so maybe if there is some first thing that I could replace another one, it's compatible, that would work. And really, if you're watching this, if you want to see what's inside it, it might help you with your repairs. So I'd assume this is a motherboard. That's where power goes in. And probably processor is in this area. Now this is 4.5, mine is 4.7. More than likely this one is different. I want to try something really quick. I have the what I think is motherboard right here and some other board under it. Everything else is not here. So I want to try to plug it in without hard disk to see what the screen gonna show. So I did some testing with this 4.5. Tried to get a motherboard from 4.7 on this one and motherboard from this one on 4.7. Even though it all fit, it did not work. Also play around with this module, which might store the pin number, but I'm not sure. Same thing, it didn't work. So 4.7 and 4.5 are not compatible with each other. Maybe there's some boards there that are compatible, but with whatever boards I tried, it didn't work. So now I'm gonna put this back together. This is working model, so I'll put it back together. I'm gonna test it. If it's working fine, obviously I'm gonna sell it. Just purchased another unit. This one should be working, pre-owned condition with a return option. So I'll connect it, see if this one does work. So same thing. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna replace hard drive. I doubt it's gonna work, but I'll put the original hard drive here and see if there's gonna be any difference here. Now I use the original hard drive. Pretty much exactly same thing. So replacing hard drive alone, not gonna do anything. Now I ordered a scanner tool, whatever, to program this unit. I'll probably need to wait another week or so. So before doing that, I'll take this one apart. This one obviously have good working motherboard, so I'll try to swap this motherboard to the old unit and we'll see what it would do. Alright, I'm really excited to try this now. This one has everything from old radio except the motherboard or power board, I don't know exact name of it. The one that I determined to be broken in the previous 2 radios. So I'm gonna plug it in and see what's gonna happen. Okay, it's plugged in, let's see. Still Well, after spending a lot of money and doing all this stuff, now I know for sure that the main power board is irreplaceable. You can't just buy another unit and replace it. And by irreplaceable, I mean replacing it without having to use a pin code to activate the unit. So now I'm gonna have to put everything back in like it was before. And by the way, I also tried to use new hard drive and new power board, motherboard at the same time. Still, same thing. Instead of taking vehicle to dealership and ask them to program a new radio and then potentially facing issues with proving that the radio is mine, prove that it's not stolen, which I don't know how exactly you can prove it. Pretty much I decided to just buy from AliExpress. I bought the C4 tool as well as hard drive. Hopefully it will work with no issues. AliExpress says there is 90-day free return. Don't know how exactly it works. But if it's working, I'm obviously not gonna return it. And I do have a spare Lenovo T40P laptop. Looks like it has Xentry as well as WS, Ezra, and a bunch of other software. Now I'm gonna install this new unit. And I took pictures of which wire goes where, but also it looks like they all have different connectors. So I don't think you'll be able to confuse those, because even those, same thing, you see how it got different lines. So you should be fine either way. Push it back and then lift these clips up. I'm gonna secure those two with T15. Alright, I've been waiting for this for a while. I'm gonna connect this to OBD port. Says device not in use. Believe I need to connect to the device through Wi-Fi. Found the Wi-Fi I need to connect to. It's a little bit different than what it says in instructions, but same beginning, kind of. It does have C4 Plus in it. So it looks like it did connect. I'll put this closer. Still says device not in use, but it is connected. I'm gonna open this tool offline, and I got this. So seller remotely connected overnight and activated the system. So let's try it again. So looks like it's logged in offline. I'm gonna connect to the scan tool. And I'm gonna enter this vehicle's VIN number. So it's found it. Gonna let it run through the whole diagnosis. I think here I need to find the radio one. Actually, I'll first try to check for codes. Sounds like I need to do a quick test. And it says no historic quick test available, whatever that means. Okay, right here actually, start quick test. Looks like it's done. I'm gonna try clear fault memory first. Guess I'll do another quick test. Now I'm gonna navigate to the radio. It has fault on 360-degree camera, fault on head unit right here. I think that's the one I need. It's resetting the head unit, not sure why. So it says disabled because of theft protection. I click yes. Initial start procedure must be successfully completed. Now I have to figure out where, I think it's either actuations or adaptations. Let's see, adaptations, configuration, manual settings maybe. It definitely should be an adaptation. So it looks like through Xentry I can't really do anything. I'm gonna try to use other software maybe. Now somehow it's in different language. I'm gonna try this again and I'll use VDMO. And I'll use this one. Scissor hardware is found, that's good. And here I got stuck. I have radio version 4.7 and technically it should be HU 4.7. I don't have that option here. So I'm gonna try to do HU 4.5 as 4.5 and 4.7 are very similar. So I selected that and press OK. Say system selected. Right click it. Communication parameters. I'm gonna change this one to 500,000. Click set and close. Now I'm gonna expand it. Go to routine, anti-theft pin results. I'm gonna double click it. Says ECU contact not established. What's weird is when I double click on it, it says contact with HU45 established. So let's try again. Maybe I didn't double click on it before. Let's try again. Routine. Okay. Now I was able to get to this window, so that's good. I'm gonna type this pin. Click OK. It says accepted. Now I need to find where to do the hard reset. Now I'm gonna go to function. And I'll do ECU reset. Just double click it. Okay, moment of truth. I accidentally changed language. Gonna have to change it back to English a bit later. All right, it worked. Awesome. I think we have to go here. So language is blocked. I'm gonna try to change the language. For some reason it changed on me. DCD HU parameter. Now I'm gonna try to find language here. At the bottom right here. Language. Select English US and click ECU encoding. Continue. Now I'm gonna double check, make sure here language is changed. It's changed. I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna do function and do reset again. Okay, now it's in English. So radio is good. Have to figure out this one too. Okay, looks good. Okay, everything's back. Everything's working. Issue we having now is when I put vehicle in reverse, nothing happening. Now this vehicle has 360-degree camera, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. On Xentry, just by looking at true settings, I believe what it says here, backup camera, under actuations, audio command display, I believe here it says that I have one camera, this camera, when I actually have this one, SVS, 360-degree camera. So I think what I need to do is change settings, which probably not through Xentry, maybe through another software to change settings. Instead of RVC 2.0, I need to put SVS. So I'm gonna open VDMO, and I need to find now settings, function, something to do with rear view camera. Okay, I think I found it. So to do it, you have to right click, actually click on HU45, then click on this one. Right here, VCD-HU parameter, I see here rear view camera. So at the bottom, right here, I'm gonna get to rear view camera and switch to SVS. Then click ECU coding. Click close. And I'll do hard reset, which is under function, ECU reset, which will restart this unit. I really hope that's it. I'm gonna test it now, put it in reverse, and it is working. It was pretty easy actually, just took some time to go through settings and figure it out. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to reply as soon as I can. I'm far from being expert in this system. That's the only car I worked on that using Xentry and VDMO. Thanks for watching. See you next time.